So we've had a few people wanting to know about poor Calum Von Moger's hospitalisation and that he looked up to you and...
Did he?
Apparently he did, and that he, you know, it's a sad thing that he obviously needs some help at the moment, and I'm not too sure about the...
Well, like I said, a lot of people I've seen over the last week have done videos on him, and some have sort of been very critical of him, but, you know, I wish him nothing but the best. You know, I think I met him once. I did a photo shoot when I had my line of products. He was with a girl, his girlfriend at the time, who was in the ads for my products. And, you know, like I said, you never want to see anyone go through that. You know, what was the cause? We don't know. Some say he was on drugs, he was on that, and some say he's been depressed ever since that picture of his dog there. You know, I know he loved that dog to death, and when he come home and found it dead or choked on something, you know, to me, you know, if you got a bond with an animal like that, to some people that's just like having a kid.
Yeah.
So I know, I remember seeing he did a video after the dog died, and he looked very distraught about it, and then he had a pet lizard too, like a little frill-necked dragon type thing that died. He was upset by that. So, yeah, like I said, then he had the injuries, and people say, oh, well, he's doing stupid shit. Yeah, but he wasn't a pro bodybuilder. He competed, sure, but he made his name, like, from the internet, being a person like that and having all the followers. So, you know, you got to live your life too. You can't always just go around being cautious, thinking, well, if I do this, I could get hurt. Look, driving to the gym in a car, you could get in a car accident. So you got to live. You know, people say, oh, he was dumb doing this, dumb doing that. Well, he was enjoying life. He was still young, so, you know, he didn't have to walk around on eggshells. You know, shit happens sometimes. But, yeah, so whether, like I said, then living in America, coming home, whether something you feel like maybe he felt like he failed, who knows. So he, like I said, then if you do get into drugs, you know, I've done cocaine before, but I've never had an addictive personality. But, you know, sometimes when I stopped with the painkillers, I had coke. Like, well, it takes the pain away, but then a day or two later you feel like fucking shit. Your brain's all messed up, and the only way you'd think to get normal is, if I do coke again, I'll feel good. So then you could get into that type of thing. So I wish him nothing but the best. Like, it's sad, like I said, to see the people making fun of it or doing this and coming down on him, because, you know, it can happen to anyone. People like, that wouldn't happen to me, but who knows? You could have something happen in your life that you think it will never happen to you, but a loved one could die, something could happen. You could get in a car accident and lose half your body where you can't be paralysed somehow. Then you could fall into depression and go on the prescription drugs or recreational drugs, and you could end up stuff like that. I think, because, you know, when you're on that stuff, if he was on it, you know, people are just assuming he was when he jumped out the window. You know, you're not in the right frame of mind, so you can do any crazy shit. I got friends that fucking are drunk. I know friends that are drinking. They're like, oh, I'm drinking that, and I drove home drunk. To me, that's fucking dumb. You're hopping in a car knowing you're fucking pissed driving. You could either kill yourself, or, unfortunately, they normally end up killing fucking other people. So you think because you're drunk you can drive home, you just killed someone, and now you've got to live with that, and then that person could suddenly not live with that and drink more or get on the drugs. So, you know, I hope he just gets the help he needs, you know. I'm not sure, they said he was in a coma last I heard, like they put him into a coma to help him recover, so hopefully he comes out of that, or whether, you know, whether there's been brain damage or who knows what injuries are from jumping out the window. So
apparently, according to news.com, that he had a successful spinal surgery and he's recovering right now.
Okay, so you know, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he, like I said, pulls through, and, you know, maybe being in the hospital now and getting the help he needs. Like I said, the main thing is, like I said, you know, you can have the greatest body and look physically fit, but if your mind's not right, that can just be detrimental to anything. It's like, you know, if you're looking for that escapism, whatever pain he has in his life, or he wants to block it out, some people turn to drugs, but then those drugs can lead to other bad shit where you get caught up in this fucking, you got something bad happening, you go and take some recreational drugs, makes you forget about it, you feel good and that, but then when they wear off you feel bad because you're coming off the drugs, and now these thoughts about whatever you went on the drugs are coming back, so I'll go back on the drugs again. So you get caught in this vicious cycle. So
It's almost like people get off on seeing someone.
Yeah, like successful.
Yeah, and you know, there's been like sportsmen and that, and they have been dickheads and done dumb stuff, and then bad things happen. And I always think, you know, you don't know what you would be like if you had fame and fortune at a young age,
and then lost it all, and
and whatever happens, you know, a person might be a dick, and then they lose everything. It's sad because that person's going to be feeling like crap, and to get the light out of it is, you know, instead.
And now it's like, well, rather than be like, okay. And the thing is too, is like there's people that sit there and judge him. You can't tell me that you're perfect. You know, like these politicians with the elections coming, they're like, oh, he did this, he did that, or people coming down on Barnaby because he cheated on his wife back years ago. I'm thinking, well, how many people do I know that have cheated on their girlfriends and wives, but yet they're sitting there judging somebody else? Yeah. It's like, you know, you're not no one's perfect, so you can't sit there and judge other people on what they do. I'm sure people are sitting there going, oh, Calum does recreational drugs, he did this. I'm sure over half of them have fucking probably smoking pot, drinking alcohol, you know, done cocaine, go to those fucking raves and do fucking pills and popping pills and shit, but yet you sit there, you could go to a rave and pop some pills, ecstasy and that, and something stupid could happen to you, or you go do something stupid. So no one should be judging him, and that they should be wishing him well and hope he pulls through. And like I said, I hope he does. You know, maybe this is rock bottom. Though I say you got to hit rock bottom sometimes. Maybe this is it, and now that he's in hospital, if he's going to be there for a while, he won't be able to use any of those other drugs. So maybe, like I said, he gets his head right, maybe talks to someone, and he might come out. This might be, you know, it almost killed him, but this might be the thing he needs to wake him up. And then, like I said, it's about who you got around you too, because people think it's funny to go online and shit, but sadly people like him and me and other people who have the attention, you read it, you know. Some people, it doesn't bother me, I laugh at it, but some people, if you're not the right frame of mind, they can take it to heart, and when they see all this negative stuff and people talking shit about you, they can be like, oh, fuck it, no one likes me, they all think I'm this and that. So you can go the other way rather than ignore it. Some people take it to heart, so, you know, you think you're funny putting all this shit online, but yet it can affect people who take it to heart and shit like that, rather than if you went on and saw get well, thinking positive thoughts, that can, like I said, change your whole way of thinking. But if you're thinking the world hates you and they're all talking shit about you, you think, oh, well, fuck, what's the point? So I just hope he's got a good support team around him and shit like that, because I'm sure, you know, at the height of his career he has a support team and people hanging around him, but when you hit your lows is when you find out who your true friends are. So I'm hoping that he's got some friends around him who can help him pull through and, like I said, get back on track. And then there's the same ones that were talking shit if he comes back and does well. Oh, well done, Calum. It's like, fuck off. It's like,
I knew you had it in you.
Yeah. So I just wish him all the best. And, you know, I know Nick Trudillo did some videos saying about the family, and he was hard on the family, blaming them. But, you know, family can only do so much. Your family can love you to death and take you in and try and help you. But if you don't want to get help yourself, so, you know, it's tough love. But, you know, sadly, I heard that they put him out and put him in another place, and he felt like they abandoned him. But, like I said, if your family's tried hard and hard, there's only so much they can do. Like I said, they just can't keep doing over and over. So, like I said, it's pretty much like you pretty much got to hit rock bottom yourself and then realise, fuck, you know, this is it. I can't get any lower than this, I'm going to be fucking dead. So then it just becomes on how strong-willed you are to turn your life around and have something to live for. You know, maybe going out, getting another dog, you know. Some people always say it's the best thing, because I couldn't get another dog to replace it. You're not getting another dog to replace it, but you could just go get another dog that you know, you can put your attention into, give that dog love, and it's going to love you back. So, you know, maybe doing that might help him put the focus on that, you know, because now you got something else to live for and take care of. And like I said, it's going to, because like I said, I know it was devastated when that dog did die, so it just seemed to all go downhill from there. And then, like I said, you know, as funny as people think they are, like I said, some people can handle it and some people can't handle the negative comments when they're seeing them all the time. And especially too, if you start getting on drugs, and while you're in that frame of mind, you're just reading all this negative shit, you're like, oh, why bother, who cares, let me take some more pills, fucking people don't care if I'm dead or alive. So,
and also, don't underestimate the impact COVID's had on the world in like mental, like.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't know how he was when, if he was locked down or being away.
He was locked down for a while because he was over in America at the time, and you can't go to the gym, you can't do what you used to do and stuff like that. So,
and even just
I'm sure there's a lot of people, because I know that cigarettes went up, alcohol. I'm sure a lot of people who might have only drank occasionally when COVID hit and were in lockdown. Now could be borderline alcoholics because you couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do anything, so you just sit at home and drink. How many people probably lost their jobs, got depressed and turned to drink or other stuff? So,
but even just I just found the whole, the negative vibe of, you think, what is the world going to end? And,
well, even as I said, even just having to go out and put a mask on and not be able to talk to people, or having to be social distancing, and people couldn't even see their own families, or people couldn't see loved ones who had died or were dying. So it's just, it was crazy, the stress and that were put on people worldwide. So, but I just wish him the best. Like I said, I hope he gets well. And the people who are, like I said, doing all the silly shit, saying silly shit, they're not worth worrying about. But like I said, if you're not in that right frame of mind, it can affect people. And I'm sure the last thing he wants to do is wake up from whatever happened and just see people ragging on him on the fucking line, talking shit about him, because I know people have done things about him. But like I said, he just if he comes, like I said, gets well again and that, all he needs to do is surround himself with positive people. And even if you start posting pictures back on his thing, turn the comments off. If you're doing something, put up a good picture. This is what I'm doing today. I wish everyone well. I'm having a positive day. Turn the comments off.
I'd be happy if I never saw a picture of him again, and he went on with his life, and he did it for himself, and he.
But even if he wants social media still, if he's got sponsors, he can promote something. That's fine, because they can still see him posting. He'll still have the followers, but you don't need to read the comments, or even just put words in there. Yeah, I think certain words you can have now, whether it be swear words or. If you just look through all the negative comments, just pick out words that these people use the most, and you can put them in a thing, so if anyone uses those words, their comments don't come up.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a filter for different sort of words, but
well, we wish him all the best.